Commencing in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Danny DQ Untitled Sports Show.
Welcome back, and since it's being the first week of training camp, a lot of camps are beginning. They began yesterday, a couple beginning today, and a couple beginning tomorrow. We got Reuben Foster, who was a first-round pick from this upcoming draft from the 49ers, late first round, I think 28th overall. And he's cleared to come back from injury, and he'll be at 49er camp. And to break it down, we're going to go NFC side first. So we got some battles. We got some training camp battles that are breaking down. DQ, what do we got? What are we looking at here?
All right, Dan. First, we're headed up north to the windy city of Chicago, my friend.
All right.
Where we got the Bears. And,
the Bears.
Yeah, exactly. And then they got the recent signing of quarterback Mike Glennon, a veteran who's he's kind of been a prostitute in the league, Dan. Not to be offensive, but he's been in a few beds.
I like it.
He's been in a few beds. So
I'll
just say that. He's been around, and then we got the second overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky from North Carolina. The kid has 13 college starts under his belt. That's one season, folks. And they decided to trade up with the San Francisco 49ers and get Mitchell Trubisky. So, Dan, out of these two quarterbacks, since they're the ones that are pretty much contesting for the starting job for week 1 of the regular season, who do you think out of those two, Dan? What do you think?
Well, since obviously drafting Mitch Trubisky second overall in the first round, it's letting you know where they're going to go in the future. But how I think that it would play out is if we're talking specifically week 1 of this upcoming season.
Yes, we are.
I think I'm going to have to say it's going to be Mike Glennon, because literally you got to think about it. They just signed the guy to a 3-year contract worth $45 million.
Whoa.
And I understand Trubisky is going to be the future, but maybe they sit back and they groom, because you don't want to just throw the rookie quarterback right in there. And sometimes it could hurt that confidence and could pretty much destroy them as a player upcoming for their whole career.
EJ Manuel.
Yeah, some EJ Manuel. There's countless names. I'm not even going to get into it. There's countless names of them.
Continue.
And so I think when it comes to week 1, it's going to be Glennon. Don't get me wrong. Glennon starts, if it becomes like a 1-4, 1-5 record, they might, might as well maybe throw the Trubisky in there. But you never know. Really depends mostly on the head coach, on what he wants to do, because as we seen Jeff Fisher last year, he wanted to let Jared Goff pretty much sit the whole year. So you never really know. But I think with that guaranteed money, $18 million guaranteed going to Mike Glennon, I think he's going to have to make some plays, and I think week 1 he'll have the start. But staying in the NFC North, in the Green Bay training camp, I have what do you think the running back situation is going to be? Is it still going to be the wide receiver, Ty Montgomery? Is he still going to hold it down, or is there going to be some of these rookie running backs going to creep up on him to take that starting position?
All right, well, I got to say, last year, watching Ty Montgomery switch positions to a running back, I was impressed. He did all right. Definitely, I wouldn't call it a fluke, because he played running back in high school and college. But from what I've heard around the camps, Dan, we got this kid Jamal Williams, a rookie, and then we also got another rookie in Devontae Mays. And from what I've been hearing, news coming out of the camps is that this kid Jamal Williams is something. I think being a true running back, and them turning around and drafting 2 running backs right out of college, I think that that shows something that, maybe not that they're going to bench Montgomery, but
Jamal Williams was a stud at BYU.
They're definitely going to be rotating him out versus last year, where the workload was pretty much all on his shoulders as far as the running game went. And he got a lot of catches out of the backfield, which makes a lot of sense since he's a wide receiver. So we're actually going to go to your division, Dan, in the NFC East. But we're talking about your rivals here, the Boo Birds, also known as the Philadelphia Eagles. They got a battle going on right now. Opposite of the beast, Brandon Graham, there's a battle going on for the defensive end position. Here's some names out there. We got Derek Barnett. You remember that kid?
Oh,
Drafted
yeah,
first round pick this year. Then we got Chris Long, who was just released by the Super Bowl champion Patriots. Fuck them. Anyways, and then we got Vinny Curry, another veteran. So, what do you think, Dan? Rookie or vet? Rookie or vet?
I think if I had to choose, if I'm putting on my Eagles cap, which I would never do, I'd probably light one on fire first. But if I had to make a choice, I would say Derek Barnett, because why pick? Like, we already had, it was a really solid defensive end draft this year. I believe that's going to break out. I think Derek Barnett is easily one of the better defensive ends too that was drafted in this draft. So I think I'd give the knock to Derek Barnett. Chris Long is already getting kind of up there in age. He's I think 30, 32, maybe 33. And even Vinny Curry I think is a solid. He's a little underrated. I think Vinny Curry playing for other teams, it would be a good solid lock for almost like half the other teams in the NFL. If Vinny Curry was your other defensive end, would probably be a lock. But being there with Chris Long and the rookie first round pick Derek Barnett, and already a crowded Brandon Graham already playing the other side solidified, and you have just studs on that defensive end, it's hard to take a starting position over there. But yeah, I think if it's going to come down, it's probably going to be Derek Barnett taking down that solid. Is going to be the starter for Philly when it comes to week 1.
Interesting.
And DQ, we have another running back battle going on.
Oh, yeah?
He used to be. It's not. We're not going to talk about Green Bay this time, but he used to play in Green Bay. It's Eddie Lacy. He just, as you know, just got signed to the Seattle Seahawks, and I don't know. Do you think Lacy is going to just come here as soon as he's been signed, become the starter week 1, or is Thomas Rawls got something to say about it?
Well, I guess I'd have to ask one question before answering that, Dan. It would be, has he laid off the Haagen-Dazs? If
Cheeseburger Eddie.
If he has, then potentially. If not, if he's still a moo cow, then I don't think so. I think that they'll start utilizing him as a fullback, blocking fullback at that. No, I'm just joking. No, I know that I've read recently that he's lost weight. He's lost about like 25 pounds or something like that, which he really needed to. I think it's going to be a heated competition. But to tell you what, though, this kid Thomas Rawls kind of came out of nowhere, replacing beast mode Marshawn Lynch after Marshawn retired prematurely, in my opinion. So I think they'll keep handing it to him. Once again, I think especially with a position like running back, I think that's one of the positions that is most open to rotation. You know what I'm saying, Dan?
Yes.
Like, so I doubt that Eddie Lacy will not see the field. I believe that he'll get his fair share of carries if he starts busting them out. You know what I mean, like he used to do in college, and shows the potential of why Green Bay drafted him when they did and where they did. Then maybe by the end of the year he could steal the job from Thomas Rawls. But to be honest with you,
So starter week 1, who's getting the first carry if both healthy?
Rawls.
Oh, Rawls. You think it's gonna be Rawls over Eddie
Rawls.
Lacy?
That's what I'm saying,
All right.
Dan. I think they're gonna
All right, I like
they're gonna give it to him first. I don't see other than getting injured last year for a little while. While he was in the game, there was no reason to not give it to him, other than to just rest him and rotate him with that guy, Christie or
Yeah, and they're all not there
and
anymore.
Procise.
Oh yeah, well, Procise is still there.
Yeah, but at that, with Eddie Lacy, now he becomes a new Procise, and
Yeah.
Procise gets knocked down one notch.
Actually, I don't even know Procise though, but yeah.
So
God,
that's my opinion on that, Dan.